Alright, well, we're finally headed to some state land. Michael's been killing it on state land. Or he has killed on state land. It's been a little slow for the last couple days. He said he saw a giant buck and then he Snapchatted me later and it was a spike. So we're finally getting to hit the woods together. I think this is the first time we've actually got to hunt in the same area. And it's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be a good time. Something's gonna happen. And I vow to kill something. Could be time, but I vow to kill it. What'd you do?
Forgot my saddle again.
You know what, I even...
In the same spot.
I think I even got it on film.
We're nearly all set up. I still gotta set this camera up. The 360's rolling. We're kind of at the edge of a few different things here. This is kind of a transition area that leads off into some lower property, like lower level grounds. The bedding is on either side. We're kind of in the middle of things. Michael's about 150 yards back behind me. This wind is kind of doing multiple things. It's almost non-existent, so I'll feel it on my neck, face, right side, left side, and it's quiet. I mean, I made a ruckus getting set up in here in this pine tree, limbs breaking and such, so if anything was nearby that was already scared, is definitely scared now. I'm not sure what just happened right there. Spike fed through the gut, got to the other side of the ditch, and all of a sudden fawns just started coming running my way. That was, that fawn came like 3 yards from me, ran right underneath. Keep expecting like a big one to show up, but maybe the neighbor property just probably shot something. I don't know. Little excitement at least. I don't think Michael's seen anything.
November the 4th. First things first, I just got a text from my brother-in-law's fiance, Laura, betting that I couldn't give, somebody said I couldn't give him a shout out. So here's a shout out to Landon. I've never really done a shout out before, but Landon, what's up, buddy? On the other note, we are in the back of a cornfield. We're going that way. We're gonna try and kill something. So hopefully the shout out to Landon brings me some good luck this afternoon, because I'm going to a spot we've never hunted before. We are staying mobile. We're gonna be hanging and hunting from the saddle and go from there. So I gotta throw my stuff on and let's get moving.
know you guys didn't see that. Setting up and got into my platform, went to go to hook up my bridge, and a big buck stood up about 75 yards from me, looking straight away, and I know the 360 can't see that far out. When I grunted at him, just give him 1 or 2 grunts, and he looked this way for a while, and then a little weather cell came through, and he just kind of walked off a little bit. So I don't know if he bedded back down. I'm hoping he did, and then I'm hoping that my grunting from just a few minutes ago will make him curious in a little while and just come over here to investigate. I got basically I can shoot out of the way. It's 35 yards to the edge of the mowed grass, and then there's a trail here 10 yards from me. So hope is he just walks this trail right to me. So where I'm set up is right along property lines, basically. On ours, it's just close. There's only 2 trees really that's on our side of the property here. This neighbor here is really cool. He told me shoot deer off his property before, but I don't want to do that. So I'm going to make sure if we get a chance at anything tonight, it's on ours, just to pay respects to him while we've got a minute. This seems to be like this negative connotation towards private land hunters lately, which is somewhat understandable because you've got these giant property owners that make everybody feel a little more inadequate with their hunting because they shoot such giant bucks, and they have the ability to do that, you know, because they can pass so many deer. And I hope I don't ever give you guys that impression. I talked at the beginning of the year that, you know, I've got different standards for where I'm at because we're able to manage a little bit, but, you know, private land hunting can be just as difficult as public land hunting, like right now. I mean, I'm sitting close to a property line. He's got a stand not too far away from here set up this year. He could come out here and hunt this afternoon. Why would I be upset? I shouldn't be. We're neighbors. The difficulties for both public land and private land hunting are the same, and the tactics really are the same. You find food, you find their cover and the water, you find the does, whatever. You go with those tactics and you stay mobile in both of them. It's good to go. You hunt it the same way as you do private and public. It's just a different label we've given a piece of property. I'm gonna get soaked. It is just starting to frickin' rain. I might have to put you away in the bag for a little bit. That's better. It's 5:30. Not much has been going on. Some does out there, ways turkeys down there, and my neighbor just walked out for the last few minutes of shooting light. I whistled at him. He was cool. He told me good luck. I probably feel bad if I shoot anything now, because he was gonna sit probably. He was gonna sit close to me, but he didn't see me until I was like 40 yards away. So. Thanks, Scott. Hopefully you get one on wherever you're heading now. Like, literally what I was talking about earlier. Private land can be just like public land. I hope he gets one for being nice like that. And I hope I shoot one too.
Spoiler alert, I did not kill a big buck. I am sorry, I didn't. But listen, just because I didn't kill a big buck, just like I didn't win the Powerball here a few weeks ago, doesn't mean I wasn't onto something when we were talking about public and private land. Obviously, there are some perks to having private land. You're able to manage better, you can do habitat projects and all that type of thing. But it boils down to the same process of hunting it the same as what we do public to private. You either got to play around with your neighbors and figure out what their patterns are to be able to understand patterns of the deer better, and how they use your property. You have to understand deer in general to be more successful. Listen, the biggest thing when it comes to public or private hunting, there shouldn't be a fight on which one's more difficult and which one's less difficult, say. We're all in this together, and I've said this through many times, and sorry I'm not polarizing the hunting community like so many people like to do. We need to come together, especially when it comes to things that hunting people don't like or people want to try and get rid of. I appreciate y'all watching. Hello again, Landon. And tomorrow is the opening day of gun season here in Michigan. We're going to be hunting with my sister, at least in the morning, then pick up kids' school, and then the buck pole in the afternoon, which you all loved the buck pole last time. Saw some magnificent, beautiful creatures and some good stories. So have that to look forward to. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys on the next one. Appreciate y'all.